Hello, I'm going to talk to you about my informal assessment on Shane. Due to Shane's inability to complete the testing with the psychological evaluator 3 years ago, I decided that I would do my own informal assessment back to a preschool level. Basically, I wanted to see specifically what he was capable of doing and just some basic skills because he was lacking so much in the areas of reading and in mathematics. So I went through and did a series of quick little evaluations on him. And the first thing that I looked at with Shane was that I did a language development communication. And basically, on each thing, he's either at a beginning stage, a developing stage, or he's proficient. So, follow directions that involve multiple steps. He's just pretty much at the beginning stages. This is something that you can give him a one-step direction of go get the pencil, and we do fine. But he cannot do go get the pencil and bring me a piece of paper. Waits and takes turns during conversation. He's still beginning. He wants to make noises. He wants to call out. Communicates clearly, still in the beginning stages of that. We are starting to use more high frequency words that we've been teaching, but he's still struggling quite a bit with that. When looking at the literacy, writing his own name, that is something that he is truly developing in. He is able to independently write Christian. We start off with him tracing, and then once he gets done tracing his name, then we have him write it on lined paper that still has the dots in the middle. He can identify letter sounds, still in the beginning stages of that. Can identify letter names. He can, but it's more repetitive. He can independently do 6 out of 10 letters. Able to sit and listen to a story. Christian can sit for hours and listen to stories. The only negative side of it is he can't comprehend anything that he is actually listen to or retell anything. I've even tried picture boards and allowed him to say, show me who the character in the story was. It's something he's still struggling with. Retells parts of the story. As I said, that is something that he is still in the beginning stages of. The other set that I did an assessment on him with was math. Used one-to-one correspondence. He's kind of developing in that stage. It just kind of depends on what his mood is. Understand more than or less than, we're at the very beginning stages. He struggles. I can put out 4 M&Ms and I can say, put out 1 M&M and I can say, which has more? You can eat the one that has more, and we just grab it all. Identifying numbers 1 to 10. He's still in the beginning stages of that, only being able to pick out numbers 1 through 5. Anything over 5, he just starts guessing. Verbally count forward to 10. He could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Common shapes, he can just do a circle and a square. And his colors, he could do red, orange, blue, and yellow. There was some physical health and physical development that I kind of looked at with him. He is in the developing stages of using scissors properly and holding a pencil properly. These are things that I observed while he's in OT and even in PT. Hand-eye coordination is horrible. His eyes will twitch really bad and he'll start kind of looking off and just kind of spacing. Body and space awareness, he lacks. He has no idea how close he is. He does not respect your bubble. He's constantly wanting to be in your face. Coordination and balance, he's off. He likes to grab onto things to hold when he's trying to stand on one foot or when he's walking on a balance beam. He does walk on the treadmill for PT, so they're working on that. Use materials safely and appropriately. He does well with using scissors for the most part independently, but sometimes he does get kind of crazy and has cut his clothes. Self-care skills, huge improvement from last year because I did have the opportunity to work with him then. Now he can completely change himself out of his pull-up, clean himself up, and put the pull-up back on. So I would say we're in the developing stages of that, as well as being able to go and wash his hands properly on his own. So overall, I would say that Christian has made some huge strides when it looks to where he was during his evaluation 3 years ago compared to now. While there is still a huge deficit in his gaps as far as where he should be to be in the 5th grade, I am seeing tremendous gains. I plan on working with him in the area of math and in the area of literacy throughout this module and working on skill sets and incorporating as much technology as possible to allow him to grasp and understand and possibly be able to communicate a little bit better.